This is an enchanted country. A country with a sense of Narnia that has much to offer meeting planners from its more established European neighbours and beyond. With three distinct climates, from an alpine north to an Adriatic south, it has a climatic and cultural diversity that you would expect from an entire continent. But believe it or not, this small but beautifully formed destination is no larger than Wales. Welcome to Slovenia.
A lot of people don't know where it is, and then you explain, well, it's actually south of Austria and just north of Italy. And it shares cultures of both.
German-oriented, when we are talking about projects, we are quite exact on projects.
We are really kind of diligent and serious, and we put everything in boxes. But when we have fun a la Mediterranean.
We split our offer on meetings in the cities. We have meetings in the Alpine region, meetings in the coastal area and karst region, and meetings in wellness resorts.
I was almost shocked because I wanted to stay there and I look at the country and I was always like, this is so beautiful, this is so beautiful.
Slovenia has a definite wow factor and an equally colourful history that has seen it emerge from the shelter of its Holy Roman, Austrian, Hungarian and Yugoslavian past as an independent state which now enjoys the patronage and membership of the European Union.
Till 2004, it was lack of new hotel, let's say rebuilding hotel, and our average standard was 3-4 star. Now we are discussing that we are 4 star. We have a lot of 3 and 5 star, and I can say that especially all our congress facilities, spa resort are completely renovated. Thank you also to the European funds.
It gave us a lot of opportunity to open up and get additional recognition so desperately needed to promote business abroad. That was one of the major milestones in our development of our product. And of course the second was taking up the euro. I wouldn't know how to measure how important that was for us, but it really showed an increase of interest for this area.
And that interest is now being seized upon by the international hotel chains. Kempinski, whose introduction to Slovenia via the €100 million 5-star superior Palace Hotel in the Adriatic town of Portorož, mirrors the rationale of the brand in other emerging destinations.
When 12 years ago we opened the first hotel in Moscow, everybody thought, why do you want to go to Russia? Nobody wanted to go to Russia. Right now, due to the brand that we developed in Russia, all our hotels get so much of that business. And this is why we're coming to Croatia or Slovenia, because we gain not only in the country, but as well for our other hotels in new market destinations.
Despite the introduction of international brands, the quality of the domestic chains and the extensive boutique offer enables that unique experience to visitors looking for a break from the norm.
Our hotels are not part of the international chains. There are local companies that are owning the hotels, that are also managing those hotels. There's also a new trend of setting up the small boutique hotels, which I believe they have a future. They are trying to put a little bit of touch of Slovenia.
Very genuine hospitality, and you can find some gems. You need to find a good DMC or a good site selection company that can help with that part of the process. But there are some real gems, and again, some excellent price points. You can find hotels here that are probably 50% of what you would find in a city just a couple of hours south of here, like Venice.
One of Slovenia's defining features is an emphasis on its spa and wellness resorts, best illustrated by the life-class facilities situated alongside its 45-kilometre coastline adjoining Croatia. For convention hotels, the 2,600-seater capacity St. Bernardin offers the lead.
The San Bernardin actually is, maybe even further than Slovenia, the largest convention hotel. Here on the Slovenian coast, we happily offer 10 hotels within 4 resorts and 1 extra hotel in the old town of Piran.
As expected, with so many bordering countries from Central and Southeastern Europe, access is nothing more than a short airlift away. And on landing, an even shorter land hop to Slovenia's diverse offer of caves, mountains, wineries, castles, ancient cities and coastline.
Slovenia is a member of European Union, it's within Schengen. There are daily flights to most of the European capitals. Of course, to some of the cities there are even more flights daily, but to London we have a direct flight with Adria Airways, plus with the EasyJet as a low cost.
Ljubljana is set at the center of the country, so to reach the coastline it's only 120 kilometers driving. To reach the northeast of the country with also a lot of vineyards, spas, etc., it's less than 120 kilometers. To come to fantastic areas in the mountains and lakes like Lake Bled, it's 50 kilometers. Meaning that if you want to do something like a consentive, a bit of serious work, adding an outing, a special experience, a discovery of the country, whether it is culture, history, gastronomy, wine routes, active pursuits, etc. Everything is close by. We regard the whole surrounding area and practically half of Slovenia as a huge added value to the offerings of the capital city.
And that city, ranked as one of the safest cities in one of the safest countries in the world, is as well coordinated as its transport infrastructure.
It is regarded as a stress-free destination in terms of logistics. All the main locations, convention hotels, congress centers, special event venues are very close by. This year, Cankarjev Dom, which is one of the two larger venues in Ljubljana, is celebrating 30 years since it was opened. And it means that 25 years ago they were really already, before any destination marketing really existed, they were really the first ones to attract international meetings.
I haven't seen quite such a flexible venue for some time. The fact that you could have a flat floor but a major concert hall for up to 500-600 people with substantial exhibition space that could be used also for a sit-down lunch. So it allowed for a cabaret-style event with full awards and back projection. It was tremendous.
But without professional support services, infrastructure gets caught short. What say the PCO of Southeast Europe's international meeting showcase, Conventa?
I'm in this business for many years, and I can assure you that the level of service in Slovenia is on the same level as in other European countries. And I'm also sure that we also put some passion, feelings and other things into our projects. We really take this business serious, and you can find all different levels of service providers which are really great professionals.
They were very savvy in terms of business. They really wanted the business, and that was a refreshing change.
They have everything you need. Good PCOs, good catering, good venues, good hotels.
It's been a revelation because people are so incredibly friendly here. What you see about the products and how they present them, this is really just like enormous.
Slovenia is now a kind of gateway, really a gateway to Southeast Europe. And of course we need to do a lot of marketing to develop this brand further on.
The countries of the Southeast Europe are all limited on their marketing budgets. That's why combining we can get some synergies and place together this quite interesting part of Europe on the meetings map. Slovenia is part of the European Union with very good connections to Western Europe or Northern Europe, and that's why we also see it as a hub to the countries of the Southeast Europe.
We will play a much more active role to promote all the region. So to promote Southeast Europe, we are seeing Slovenia to be a leader because of the geography, the history, and of course to be for now the only country member of the EU.
As well as a regional ambassador for Southeast Europe, Slovenia's marketing investment programme is coming into focus as it identifies key outbound markets and establishes tourism offices within them.
Till 2008 we discuss in the old way that we have 4 key markets. So that markets, there are Italy, Germany, Austria and UK, and then we have new markets, Scandinavia, France, Russia, former Yugoslavia markets, and now we are discussing the 15 markets that are stable markets that we every year try to do a plus 2, 3, 4%, and they are all European countries plus Russia. And then we have so-called investing markets that we should rise 20% because the absolute number is very low. In this we put all the Mediterranean countries, Greece, Portugal, and of course then Japan. We have charter from Japan, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, India. India is one of our biggest investment 2009.
As Southeast Europe's Conventa 2010 draws to a close, an opportunity for one of the meeting industry's leading sheriffs to reflect on whether he feels Slovenia.
If you look at what's been going on in the industry over the last couple of years with the backdrop of the global recession, people are looking for real value. They're looking for not manufactured destinations. And they're looking for, if you want to use the word green, sustainable. And you find it here in Southeastern Europe, and especially here in Slovenia. Well-priced, genuine people, it's the real deal.